Hello everyone, welcome back to the weekly Forex analysis. As you can see in the title, we have some big changes in structure in the market following the bad NFP data in the United States. So let's start off with the DXY. And last week we were expecting two scenarios for DXY. We were expecting the price here to finish this consolidation, push back up towards this fair value gap. This was our expectation. And as you know, these reaction levels are very important in our analysis. And as you can see, we got a reaction from this level here, which dropped, broke this structure here as well, and then pulled back before dropping with the NFP data that was released on Friday. So the first scenario unfolded, and now we have to wait here because as you can see, we have a big strong candle heading down, which means that we have to have a bit more patience here. We have to wait now. We don't have to jump in any trades. We have to wait for a deeper pullback, and then I'm expecting the price to go down. This is very important here because if you wait here for a small pullback and trade it, you can be destroyed by the market because this could tag you in and then push back up, engaging into that deeper structure. So that's what I'm expecting. Until I see that, I won't be engaging in any trades. It's crystal clear that the momentum is strong towards the downside and we'll have more continuation here. But first we have to wait for a deeper pullback. So this is my expectation in the near future for the DXY. Bearish momentum, the structure has changed. I was expecting at some point this move here to be a pullback towards the upside, but along the way we didn't got any reaction. So as you can see, this unfolded into a consolidation. This was a bearish impulse, consolidation, and then continuation for the previous impulse. So now what I was saying earlier, wait for a consolidation here. Even if it breaks the low, don't jump in, because it's very important right now to stay calm, focused, and wait for a deeper pattern to develop so you guys can be able to be on the safe side of things, because here, like I was saying, there's a lot of manipulation going on at the moment, so you have to be very careful. For Euro USD, this was a consolidation. Last week, we were expecting here the price to correct and then drop one more time towards this fair value gap level, as you can see on the screen. And if you want to check out our previous analysis, head over in the link in the video description below. You'll find the link over there. So as things stand, we broke out of this trend line here. The price spiked up. And similar to the DXY, I would advise you guys to wait for it. Let it break the top if it wants to. If it doesn't give you a correction here, a deeper pullback, don't trade it because it's very risky at the moment. So let it do whatever it is doing. Don't trade any flags. It's very risky. Like I was saying, the market can push up, tag you, and then fall back down and take you out. So that's not good. Let's be patient here. Let's wait for a pullback, either from this level, a deeper one, or let the price push back up, drop, and then you'll get another chance to ride the wave, because even if it breaks the top, that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing because in this case the trend is confirmed towards the upside, so you have a stronger confirmations. So now, like I was saying, wait for this pullback to occur, and then I'm expecting here one more move towards the upside. But please keep in mind that you should wait for something deeper. You have here a lot of liquidity left, so anything can happen. You can pull back towards this level or even lower before pushing back up. Okay, Pound USD, we were expecting last week a bearish scenario. As you can see from this arrow on the screen, we broke the low, created a lower low, and now the price here is struggling a bit compared to the euro because the pound is weaker. They had as well some data coming out from the Bank of England, which pushed the price back down, as you can see here. And now with the NFP data, the price started to go back up, but compared to Euro USD, this impulse is smaller. So as you can see here, we have equal highs. Even though we don't have a chalk, considering the dollar weakness, right now I'm expecting the price to correct here and then push back up, take out this equal highs zone, and eventually maybe in the future the price will continue to go up, the pound will recover compared to the USD and it will have more strength, and eventually it will push the price back up. Technically, this is a better choice than Euro USD. So look here for a consolidation and then one more push towards the upside. Dollar yen, last week we were expecting the price here to make a deeper consolidation because of this big drop. Instead, the price made something small here and then decided to drop, and we didn't have any setup on our way. Now I'm expecting still a consolidation. Wait for the price to reach one of these two levels and then we'll look for bearish reactions. We can also trade it towards the upside if we get any setups inside here, but we have to be very selective inside this zone because corrections are a bit hard to trade. So we'll keep an eye out on these two levels here for now before engaging into any trades. We want to see a reaction from these two areas that I highlighted. Until then, if we don't get a correction, we don't trade. USDCAD, we were expecting last week a consolidation here, push back up, new higher high. Price moved more than 100 pips in our direction, as you can see. Now what we expect is a consolidation again and continuation towards the upside. So we have two scenarios here. We have a small pullback. We can get a small flag here, a small consolidation, push back up, or the price could go a bit deeper because this wave here has some liquidity left behind, so the price could push back down a bit deeper before going back up. So both scenarios are valid. In either case, the momentum is towards the upside. Dollar Swiss franc, this was a great setup for us. If you remember last week, we were expecting the price to push back up. I was expecting a consolidation towards these levels here, as you can see from this pattern that I have drawn from the previous video. And at this level here, we got the drop that we expected, almost 300 pips on our side. So now in the coming week, I don't think we'll get any setups because we have to wait for the price to give us some more structure here before pushing back down. So wait here for a consolidation, and if that happens, we'll most likely get another drop. Pound yen, similar to the dollar yen, we were expecting here a pullback, a deeper degree correction before dropping, but as you can see, we didn't got that. We only got a small correction here similar to this one, and then the price started to drop. In the coming week, I'm expecting the pound to gain some strength compared to the yen, so I'm expecting a consolidation before another potential drop. Gold, we were expecting last week two scenarios. The first scenario was a move towards the upside that will create a shock and then pull back down before resuming the uptrend, and as you can see, our analysis was spot on. The second scenario was that if the price action was corrective here, then I'm gonna expect a drop for gold, but we didn't get that, so the first scenario unfolded, and as things stand, after the price moved 900 pips towards the upside, we reached an order block and the supply level, and then we got this bearish reaction. So things are a bit complicated right now because this, in the grand scheme of things, is very bullish on every time frame. So this could be a bigger degree correction on the daily, which means that the price will drop from here. And right now it's very important to keep an eye on the price action, because if we get here a consolidation, retest these levels here or fill this fair value gap area that we have here, and get a reaction towards the downside followed by another small consolidation, then the price will continue to drop, eventually breaking this low. So this is all part of a bigger degree correction if that happens. If not, then the price could bounce off of this order block here, which I'm not that convinced, and push back up, breaking the top. So we have to take a close look at the price action, and if one of these two scenarios unfold, you know what to do. I gave you the options here. So personally, I incline towards a drop, but let's see what happens after the price corrects towards this area if we get a reaction. If not, it will be a bit harder for us to get into the buys from this level. Maybe we can go to the lower time frame, but that's not the point here. We want to make sure first that everything aligns in our favor before taking a trade. So like I was saying, my bias is that the price will correct and then drop one more time if we get a reaction from this fair value gap area. Silver, last week I was saying that as long as the price is still underneath this level, then we won't look for any buy setups. This year is a change of character, so I was stating that we have to wait for a breakout, pullback, and then continuation towards the upside. Instead, as you can see, the price didn't give us anything. It started to make here a messy pattern, so same scenario is valid for the coming week. We also have a chance that the price can make here a small correction and then continue to go towards the downside, but we don't have any setup. For me to be positive on the upside, I would like to see here a breakout, create a shock, pull back, and then continuation. For USDJPY last week, we expected the price to make here a consolidation, drop one more time towards this level, and as you can see, the price dropped 250 pips from our target. Then it started to bounce back up from this liquidity zone here, but it didn't give us a shock. So as you can see, the price reversed sharply, and now we got this trend line sitting here, and as long as the price is moving underneath this trend line, we won't be taking into consideration any buy setups. The price could correct here, drop one more time, or could be making a smaller pullback, drop again. So it's not the moment to look for buy setups right now because the trend is bearish. So we don't want to counter trend, and we have to wait here for a consolidation, one more drop, and see what happens next. Natural gas, this one is in the same spot. The price is starting to give us some signs that it wants to push back up at least for a correction, but as you can see, it keeps making lower lows. After every spike up, it starts to drop. So I'm expecting the same scenario as I'm expecting it for weeks. It's not tradable for me right now. The price is trending towards the downside. I want to see a pullback before anything else, and this pullback here can be something complex because of this bearish wave. We didn't have any big corrections. We had small ones like this one here, another one, a pullback here, another pullback. So at some point, if we take into consideration the fractal nature of the market, market. Every time the market will correct on the bigger time frame, so we have here as well to wait for a pullback before deciding if the price will start to push back up or if it will drop for another lower low. S&P, this was an amazing setup for us last week. If you remember, I was expecting the price here to make a consolidation and then drop. This was part of a bigger degree correction that we have our eyes on for quite a while now. As you can see, the bearish momentum is very strong, so at some point we have to get a deeper degree correction, and I think this is the start of something deeper here. And as you can see from our past analysis, the price dropped 250 pips, reached this level now. We have a trend line, so I'm expecting in the coming week pullback and another drop. NASDAQ, for this one as well, we were expecting the price to correct here. We have this trend line, the price reacted towards this trend line and also towards this liquidity level. It spiked down from that area, moved more than 1,300 pips to the downside. And as things stand, I'm expecting here pullback and another drop. For Bitcoin last week, we were expecting a small consolidation and then a new higher high. As you can see, the price created this higher high and then it started to drop, corrected, another drop, and now the price action looks like it's preparing itself for another correction and then another drop. So this is my bias for Bitcoin in the coming week. As well, you have to wait here for the price to give you a bit more structure before waiting for a reaction and a new lower low. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit that like button and also subscribe to our channel. And if you have any other requests for any other instruments that you'd like us to cover, head over in the comment section below, leave us your pair, and we'll add them to our watch list in our next analysis. Don't forget to trade with care. I wish all of you a happy trading week ahead, and we'll see you on the next one.